Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I did? Yeah, I fought off the urge. I did. The urge for what you're asking? To start something new. Yeah, I did. I fought it off. I'm like, no, I have things. I don't know where all my things are. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, come on, it's in here somewhere, right? Yeah, but I went to that lace class, the lace retreat, and working with, the really tiny stuff in the size zeros. And I need to get something done. And that's not going to be done anytime soon. No. I can spend hours on that and get like that much done. It's crazy how that works. And I did just finish a hat. I think I showed it to you. It's not right here. It's downstairs. But I did finish the hat from the Barocco Wizard yarn. So I finished one of those. I have plenty of yarn to make a second one. Yeah, and the grandkids like those, so I probably will have to. And I'm like, I want something easy. I want to work on something. And I'm like, well, what are my projects that I have going? And I'm so out of it. When I went on the retreat, it's like I had a time reset. I did. The whole time reset, I had projects that I was working on pretty consistently, knew where everything was, all that other stuff. And I came back and it's like I came back into somebody else's house. I didn't. It's my house. It's my mess, right? I did it. But I'm like, where's all my stuff? It's right where you left it. Oh, you didn't put it away? You don't know where it's at because it's not where it's supposed to be? Yeah, that's pretty judgmental, but whatever. That's where that's at. So I didn't start something new. I know. Long story, right? Long story. I picked up something that I've had started a while back. I had going through some of my older bins and bags and stuff. Like it was stuffed in this bag. This bag says, we can brioche that. Yeah. So it was stuffed in this bag, and I think I just pulled it out for my Tuesday video. Well, it's a hat. I'm like, I can do a hat. A hat's good. I can do a hat. This is the Beeswax hat by Amy Vanderleer. If you're not familiar with it, look at that. Isn't it pretty? If you've searched Ravelry, you've seen that design, you've seen that pattern once or twice. I mean, I'm just saying that's been around for quite some time. This is Baroque Pearls, Beeswax hat by Amy Vanderleer. And there are also fingerless mitts that match with that same design. And it was really funny, because my friend had just, not a joke, just like I think it was the day before I had filmed my Tuesday video, and said, hey, did you make one of these before? And I'm like, I really couldn't tell her. I wasn't sure. I said, I think so. I know I've, every time I see it, I fall in love with it. I mean, hello, it's gorgeous. Every time I see it like that, and I've seen it so many times, it's like, I've had to have made it, right? And I do own the pattern. I have both for the fingerless mitts and the hat. And then we were going through this bag on Tuesday. We didn't get through all of it. I just know. We pulled one out. Yeah, we pulled out a project. And then the other two that we discovered, I want to finish them. This is why I have so many projects. So I grabbed that, and how cool is this color? Could I have not gotten any better? I mean, it's not the same yarn, I don't think. I don't know, but if it's not, look at that. Look at that. It's just perfect. That color right there, that is absolutely perfect. And I think this is, I'll have to get the ball band next time. I've got some over there, I'm pretty sure. It's wool. This is a wool yarn. It's a worsted weight, and it's just Winnie the Pooh color. And I grabbed it, and I got my pattern out, and I'm like, I can do this. And I put some rounds on it. I made it better. I made it better. It grew. Look. That is so cool. So where I grabbed it from was right here. This is all I had, was right here down. So I'm working on it, and I'm putting those little shapes in there. That is exciting. Look at those. Those beautiful beehive shapes. All right, that's cool. So I'm having fun with this. This is nice. And the other thing too, with making this and working on this, for one, I've never finished this hat. How did that happen? The other is I'll get that sense of accomplishment, being able to finish something, right? We know that. And having something that was obviously on the needles for, I don't know how long, right? It needs to get done. It just does. It doesn't need to sit like that. I can finish it, especially since my friends thought I made one. I thought I made one. I didn't. I didn't. I started it. That's how far I got. I started it and then changed my mind, and I don't know why. Probably got sidetracked. Go figure. You know, something else came along that I had to make instead, and I was just making the hat because I thought it was pretty, and something else had a deadline, you know, a mental deadline, right? You know, that type of a thing where I had to get it done. So there you have it. So I'm pretty proud of myself for not starting something new. Although, what would I start anyway? Because I was immediately drawn to sweaters because that's been my thing this year, or a lot of last year, definitely, is sweaters. But pretty sure I've got at least 7 of those started. Yeah, not sure where I stashed all of those, but I know that a couple weeks ago I had worked on 7 sweaters in 1 week. Didn't finish them, of course, but you know, a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one. They all grew. They all got bigger. I do know where the Cloud Paca one is. I do know where that is with all the pretty colors on the yoke. That's nice. I could work with that. But I got really dry skin right now. It's not a big deal. But what is it? You can see that, yeah, it kind of like flakes off a little bit. It's like Velcro skin, like, ugh. You know, so maybe the Cloud Paca that's so nice, soft, and pretty, it's not so cool because I can feel the little Velcro-y thing. Ugh. Like I said, it's no big deal. I need to drink a little more water, use a little bit more lotion, right? No big deal. Probably it's because I'm using so much wool and I'm not doing all the other stuff, because wool will suck the moisture out of your hands. No big deal at all. So that was kind of funny. So really thrilled to working on a project, and it's not done yet, but I made progress. I got progress. Look at that. It is so pretty. This is going to be really nice. Oh my gosh. It's a nice wool. Canadian something. It's a Canadian wool. Yeah. Just a commercial wool. I do know that, but I can't remember the name offhand. What did they use? So that's a worsted weight. What, because I didn't just start this. I just picked it up and went, I could do that. Yeah. So knitting in the round, got it. So they're using 1 skein of Vintage Pearls Max, 75% merino, 25% nylon. DK weight is what they've got. 227 yards for that 100 gram skein. So they're saying it's a DK weight or a worsted weight. And the sample color they used was Easy Rider, using size 6s. I am using size 6s. I'm not using a cable for the cable. It's just the 2 stitches. It's just like a twisted stitch. So we got that. So I'm not using a cable for that. And having fun. And then, you know, I did just get, this is how I get myself into trouble. I did just get a bunch of fun yarns and the mystery bag yesterday from Aberdeen Wool, right? If you didn't see it, go check that out. Lots of fun. Well, here's a couple of the colors. Well, one of the colors I got. Look at this. That, I know it's such an orange. It is such a beautiful orange. They don't have a color name on it, do they? No, just a color dye lot. Color number is 3336. I know this is an orange, but it's like a red orange, if that makes sense. And it's like a hot tamale or tomato to me, but it's not red. It's definitely on that orange spectrum. But wouldn't that be a nice one? Just, I mean, you'd be seen. You would definitely be seen. And I got 2 of these in my mystery bag, and I've never made the fingerless mitts either, because earlier in the year we were going through this bin and I found, and I was using, it was a bamboo yarn, and I was making the mitts, and I had one of them and it was very, very tight and it was beautiful. And I pulled it out. And so I've never done the hat and I've never done the mitts, but I have enough of this. Look, I got 2 of them. Oh my gosh. I could do a matching set with this, and that would be pretty cool. Well, for that matter, I mean, that is, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. But for that matter, I know I've got enough of this to do the same thing. And we know how much I like those colors. But this sitting right here is fire, man. This is fire. That's just, look at those. Oh my gosh, it's so just autumn. I know we're getting ready to come into, oh, I got a pile. It's going to fall. I know we're getting ready to be warm. As I say, getting ready to be warm. I've got the top on with no shoulders. I'm the one that's normally freezing. And it was like 70 something today, and it was funny. I had the shirt on and I put on a jacket over top of it and was going on the back deck. And some of you have seen, I've done some lives previously on my back deck, and you've seen that. And it's just got this great view and it's wonderful. And I took the couch cover cushion thingy, yeah, the cover off of the couch. Yeah, that's what I did. So I could just be nice, comfortable and everything. And the wind was kind of whipping up and it's a little chilly because it wasn't in the sun. I'm like, oh, I need a jacket. Well, then I ended up going out in the front yard because we've got seats in the front yard and seats in the back. Well, not in the yard, but on the porch, right? Yeah, on the porch. You know, the little recliners that rock just a little bit and everything, and you can be out there and just hang out. So when in the front, oh my gosh, it's just like two different climate zones because the sun at this time of day that I went out, it was in the front and it was, yeah, I didn't need a coat. I didn't need a jacket. I didn't need the pants. You know, shorts would have been fine, right? You know, it was scorching. So I did stay out there for a while and was working on my hat, and that's what I got it to grow some more, and was just kind of enjoying the weather, and it's nice and everything. And it's like, oh, this year I want to enjoy more of the outdoor furniture that we have. We got it when we moved in, and I have gone out on the porch, and you know, like I said, I filmed out there before, and it's wonderful. I mean, oh my gosh, if you want to go out and like me, I'm like, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna grab my pillow and lay on the couch. I'm going to take a nap. I'm gonna get my vitamin D. It is definitely the perfect setting, and I want to enjoy my outdoor space more this year than I did last year. I feel like I had talked about, hey, I'm going to do some more filming outside because it's fun. And I didn't end up doing what I planned on, partly because the neighbors were outside and they're talking and they're allowed to because, you know, that's okay. But the video would have picked it up is what I'm getting at. They were a little loud and again, it's their yard. They can talk in their yard. I'm not the noise police. So of course I didn't say anything. They're in their yard. And so I didn't get to do the filming outside as much as I wanted to because I just didn't think that we wanted to listen to their conversation. So that's a good way to put it. But it was so beautiful today. And I'm going to have to really rotate back and forth and take advantage of the different climate. I mean, it was definitely like a 10 degrees difference at least, you know, from the backyard to the front. It just depends on where the sun is at the time as to where you want to be. Do I want to be in the backyard right now? Do I want to be in the front yard right now? I just know I want to spend a lot more time outside and enjoying all of that wonderfulness this year. I just feel like I missed all of it last year, and it was crazy. It's like the year's gone. It's gone, and we're getting to be warm season again. I'm like, how did that happen? I don't understand. So really want to have more fun with that. I think we're going to have the family and the kids over a lot more this year. This last week, it's already shown that. Yesterday, I came home and there were 5 grandkids at the house. Yeah, that's okay. Did not know that, but this is, like I said, when you give the family keys to the house, they show up when they want to, and I wouldn't have it any other way. What a blessing. So we just had family. I came home, they were cooking dinner. What can I'm not complaining. Oh my gosh. So I just wanted to enjoy a lot of that type of stuff a bit more. We'll see how much crafting I'm able to do in the sunshine, because I definitely needed sunglasses earlier today. Definitely needed that. Or what projects do I end up with? I might end up using some of my cotton. You never know, you know, cooler and everything as far as that goes. Maybe make a few bucket hats or something along that line. Go check out Bag a Day. Crystal's got some fantastic bucket hat patterns. I've made a few of them, gave those away. They were a big hit. You know, might want to go ahead and do some things along that line again and make some more springy things. I think making something like the top that I have on right now with the fun cutouts would be really enjoyable. I've not done that. Have you done anything like that? I haven't, but it can't be that hard, right? I mean, we create fabric with string, so making little cutouts shouldn't be too difficult, right? I have no idea. I really don't. But I think that would be really cool. Making a spring top and everything, kind of like a tank top and whatever, with maybe a cotton or linen. I say that, but you know, I've never used the linen I have. I have linen. I could make a linen tank top or something, but I've never used it. It feels rough. And everyone says that's just the nature of linen, and it wash after wash, it gets better and better, and it will be your absolute favorite piece. So maybe this year I need to actually use some of that linen yarn that I have and make that top, make that whatever, that summer type of a garment that'll be wonderful. Maybe I should finish some of the things I've got going too, but you know, that's just details. I have noticed with my Tuesday series, where I've been digging out different projects and digging out old things and old whips, you know, like this hat, I've ended up with a lot more things on the needles. You're like, but lady, they were already on the needles. Yeah, but I didn't know it. Okay, I didn't know it. It doesn't count. You know, but I'm ending up with more things like this that I wasn't planning on making. I wasn't planning on doing this hat. I just commented to my friend that, yeah, I think I did it. I can't remember. Not really sure, right? I wasn't planning on going and casting one on, but being that I already had it started and found it, I mean, how fortuitous. I literally walked to this bag and went, oh, check this out. Look at that. How funny is that? I mean, I was like, all righty, we got this. And I've decided on more of the projects than not that I'd like to finish them. And there's quite a few. And I think I found the pattern for, if you haven't seen it, last Tuesdays was a great video, but I found the pattern for the Fingler Smiths. I had one done, black, solid black. Okay, solid black, right? And I'm like, I would love to make the second one because it looked fantastic. I think I found the pattern. I did post the pattern in the Tuesday video, and a few of you looked at it, and thank you very much. And you agree with me that it looks like it's the same one, the same design. So maybe the next time I get that urge to cast on something else, I'll cast on that second mitt, because for me, it'll be a new project, right? And I just need to make one because I've already got one. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. So the next time I get that urge, maybe that'll be it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't have rules with my crafting. I have rules with everything else. Isn't that how that works? You know, like adult life, right? You have different rules. You know, I have to get up at a certain time so I can go to work, and, you know, different things along that line. And, you know, I have to cook food so we can have good food to eat. You know, rules, right? You know, just things. Right? So in my crafting, I try not to have so many rules. I try to do what I choose to when I want to. And sometimes I get a lot of stuff done, and other times not so much. And I have to dig out and find where my projects are, because this last couple of days, I made the hat, and that's about it. Well, I did work on some of my lace, but when you see it, you're not, well, there's an improvement. There's an improvement. There really is, but it's really small. It's really, really small. I have to get it, and I really like stretching it over like the back of the white piece of paper so you can see what the lace looks like, because lace doesn't look pretty until it's blocked. It's just kind of like, oh, I made this thing. I got this little ball of whatever, and it's so tiny and it's so shriveled, and, you know, it's kind of like a raisin, you know, it's just like all shriveled and everything else like that. And that's a dark purple that I'm working on with that. So just having lots of fun. I hope that you are having fun with all of your crafting goodness, and you're enjoying the beautiful weather. If you have beautiful weather right now, we definitely did. I'm not counting out another snowstorm. I am in Colorado, and we will have snowstorms on and off. So, you know, we've definitely had them all the way up till Mother's Day, and some a little bit past that. So it's beautiful. We were in the 70s today, and it's warm and it's great, and that does not mean we're not going to have another snowstorm. We don't have one on the radar yet, but this is false. It's false spring. It's not really. It's fake spring. Yeah. So we're in fake spring right now, and I'm going to just enjoy that weather while it's so springy and wonderful. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.